What's up, fellow gamers? It's Nightwing here, the Wii Live Game Reviewer, bringing you yet another review, this time Counterforce, also known as Ex Zeus, for the Nintendo Wii. Alright, story for Counterforce. Alright, our story begins in the year 2012, and takes place centuries after the Earth has been destroyed, yet again, by another unknown alien race. The aliens just love to blow our planet up, don't they? Anyway, the Underground Earth Council has decided it's time to reclaim the surface world. So, it's up to you, the guy in the giant robot, to save the world from the aliens that are living there. Deep, huh? Alright, concept for this game. Alrighty. As humanity's last hope, you have 3 robots to select from. Now, I know what you're thinking. How in the world did you build giant robots living in caves? Lots of plastic and glue, I suppose. Anyway, the 3 robots are as follows. Sophia, which is the one that looks like a Gundam. It has mid-range for both normal and advanced players, good speed and power. Callista is mainly for beginners because she is the fastest robot and okay power. The next one would be Dynamis, I think it's called. It's the slowest, but it's the most powerful mech. Fastest missiles and high shields. Very good for advanced players. Now, the other part of the concept of this game is after you defeat these arcade-style missions, you fight a boss. There are 5 bosses in total, and your other concept is to collect the bonuses that you see here from shields to health and power-ups. Controls for this game. The controls are actually pretty easy. First, you're going to tilt your hand with the nunchuck up, then tilt it down to go down, left to go left, and right to go right. If you want to do a fast turn, then flip it left or flip it right. Now, in order to use just your regular shoot, just hit the Z button, and to do your missiles, hit the C button and tap it as many times as you want, and then tap Z to do the missiles. Very easy, and actually, yes, I am using the actual demo to show you how to play because it's very old school. Okay, to do your charged power-up, hold in the Z button when you have a full red gauge. And that's pretty much it. Then you just shoot stuff with the A button, and there you see the charge tech again. It's really self-explanatory. To do the super moves, all you do is you push the 1 button on the Wiimote. And that's pretty much it. And I do have to say that I know the visuals for this game really suck. I'm not going to argue with you guys there. But the control is where this game is at. One thing I loved about the controls for this is you see my little cross going back and forth? I'm actually shooting with the Z button, and I'm using the command cross that you're seeing on the screen to shoot with the A button, and I can aim in any direction I want while shooting the Z button. I can also change my camera direction and so I can get a better view by just pushing the 2 button. Alright, design for this game. Alright, how can I actually explain the level design for this game when it looks like a kindergartner made it? Well, I can't. All I can tell you guys, without getting into the history of this game, is that this game has been in development Hades for almost 10 years, and it was supposed to come out on the Sega Dreamcast back in 1998. But, lucky for us, it came out on the PS2 in 2004, and then 2007 for the Wii. But, you have to look at it from a past perspective and kind of a retro feel, and then you can say, okay, I like the snow effect, or, yeah, the water effect looks really, really good. But if you're comparing it to today's standards, then you guys really aren't the gamers that I think you are, because this game has a very retro feel to it. It's even insanely difficult, that I'll get into a little bit later, but I have to say, from what this game is, I know the visuals are like eye-numbingly painful, but it's really not that bad a game if you look at it through a controls perspective, and difficulty, insane difficulty actually. Alright, now for the history of this game. Now I can get into a little bit about this. This game was supposed to come out in the Dreamcast in 1998 under the name Ex Zeus. It was cancelled and put into development Hades, then it came out on the PS2 2004, and since the Wii is doing so well with over 15 million customers, they decided, okay, Conspiracy Entertainment's gonna throw this thing together. And they've put out a lot of crappy games. One such game is Billy the Wizard. My friend J Prime actually just reviewed this the other day. It was actually kind of funny to watch, but what he doesn't understand is this is not a Wii game. This was on the PS2 first, as was Ninja Breadman, which is a game that I actually bought for my wife for Christmas as kind of like a stocking present. And I'm ashamed I bought it because it was probably the worst game I've ever played in my life, and it made my wife cry. It's just so terrible. But I will actually be reviewing this game, so you can look forward to that somewhere near the future. As I said, most of Conspiracy Entertainment games are all PS2 games. So you Wii owners out there, just be wary of that. Winter Sports is the only new game. Alright, bad part about this game, folks. First off, gamers, let me just say I am in complete agreement with you guys on the visuals for this game. They are mind-numbingly painful and just an absolute eyesore. But we're going to move past that, as difficult as it is, and find other things that I hate about this game. For one, you're doing awesome. You have such a great high score right now, Nightwing. How many extra lives have you won? Absolutely none! You go through this entire game with 5 lives. That's it. You don't get any more lives, and the whole point of that bonus system is you're supposed to keep your heart and your shield strength completely full. But what's incredibly annoying is, okay, you get your shield gauge all the way back, right? There are enemies that can hit you with one hit, and your shield is gone, and then another hit, you're dead. And it's like, I had full health! What the... Ah! It's like, come on! I haven't played a game this hard since, like, Gradius, or R-Type, or even Geometry Wars. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Games aren't supposed to be like this anymore, but that's why I said this game is retro-y. It is complete retro, because you wonder why they have the cord attached to your Wiimote and nunchuck, because you're waiting for the next relative to walk through the room so you can strangle him with the cord, because it's that annoying. It's like, alright, I've gotten so far, my high score is like wickedly awesome, I'm doing so great, and then all of a sudden, it's like, what? Okay, I'm fine. No! It's just like, oh man. Another thing I actually detest about this game is when you buy power-ups and stuff, you never start the game with full health ever again. You have to buy it, and if you can't afford it, then you're completely screwed. That goes for health, that goes for atom bombs, it goes for power-ups, it goes for everything. If you can't buy it, then you're done. Another thing I hated about this game is there is no storyline. There's nothing. There's a little picture with like the Evangelion Gundam and text about what you just did. It's like, oh, come on! This is like so many decades past. Even R-Type had some type of cutscene, or even, oh my goodness. Another thing that I detest about this game is you're not going blind or crazy. You're actually seeing high scores. Now, gamers used to use high scores as like bragging rights almost 10 years ago. Good part about this game. Well, one thing I will say about Counterforce, or excuse me, Ex Zeus, is I love games that are an absolute challenge. I am a huge fan of R-Type. I loved Gradius. I love Geometry Wars. I love games that are incredibly hard. There are so many games that I've played in the last 10 years that I've been able to beat in one sit-through. And I'm happy to say that this game I have not beaten. Actually, before I forget, I just want to say that the music is absolutely awesome. I loved the whole rockin' guitar, drums, heavy metal thing. It just really worked for this game. Gave it a very retro-y feel. Alright. I only replay this game when I'm really, really angry, because then I can focus. And I do have to, like, I enjoy the winter level. It looks really good because it's a Dreamcast game. So let's just get that through our heads. Dreamcast, not Wii, not PS2. Anyway, this game's abysmal. It gets a 3 out of 10. The controls are awesome. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is my next review. Thanks for watching, gamers. God bless, and happy gaming.